Okay.
Oh my God.
What?
Man, my bad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. Man, 14 in the building. I got to start coming on later. We got 14 in the building. Hit the like button. I'm about to get the show started. I got to get all these sneezes out, man. I just ran outside and it's cold as hell outside. But damn, a couple of y'all in the building. Had my phone going off. Um, phone is still going off, huh? Hello, Griffin Cougar. No, no, no. Get off. Get off. All right, this is a late night source. Let's do a couple reactions. Not gonna stay on that long. Um, I want to react to a couple things I seen on the internet tonight. Uh, you know, definitely not gonna be talking too much boxing. I'm gonna just. I left the boxing gym a couple hours ago. I did a live in the gym. I'll probably touch on a comment that a lame man. Look, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't really do too many boxing live streams like this anymore. Because to me, majority of the dudes that sit online and engage in that, they're cornballs. They're just corny ass fans. Um, and the more that I have started to grow in the business, as far as from having a deep media catalog, but now my kids have that. I'm turned off because the typical fans that sit online and talk boxing, they don't even really fuck with the sport. They don't support the sport. Um, most of them, like today, I set trip on Coach Malachi and a lot of these dudes, because to me, they're not official. They a lot of these dudes that people be fucking with on the internet. They're not official at all. They're not when it comes to boxing. They're not official, and it shows in their content, and that shit just spills over. So like me, when I talk boxing on the internet, a lot of times I rub people the wrong way. Is because I actually do the things that I talk about. Where most of them they don't do nothing, and then when you throw the receipts in their face, that's when the jealousy Because a lot, like I said, a lot of these dudes that sit online, they be in secret competition with people that actually do things in boxing. And that's where it's at. But I'm gonna do some reactions to a Mike Epps interview. You know, people try to take his comments with Jim Jones and flip it as to say like he doesn't fuck with people that come home from jail. And if you do your research on Mike Epps used to be a crackhead, a nigga that was in jail that came home and turned his life around. Um, Trey, I don't fuck with Charlo and them. Fuck Charlo, fuck Earl Spence, fuck them niggas. I don't fuck with them niggas. I be fronting on them niggas. Them niggas tried to front on me many years ago and lie on my brand, on my Jackal Fitness brand. I don't really rock with those guys. Those guys aren't official. I've been sick jihad on them. When Jihad first got signed and we was running around Texas, I was fronting on them niggas like, yo, fight my nephew. They don't want no action. Them niggas is Hollywood squares, man. And they no longer have the protection. You know, Al Heyman ain't the show no more. That's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna turn this into a PBC bash tonight. Um, you know, this is more so about just reacting to some content. And what I did want to address a comment left, right? I checked your page out, dude. I'm gonna pull your page up, right? I'm gonna pull your page up, right? Dude commenting on he commented, he left a comment, right? And he said, "Who trains you?" He said, "Who trains you?" And I'm not an active fighter. I'm 46 years old, but I'll shoot you in your face, right? But if you think you could fight, by all means, I know a lot of fighters. But when I looked at your page, like I looked at your work. You're a content cornball. You remind me of these niggas that sit online. You have too much time on your hand. You play around on computers. I don't play on computers. I play with heavy machinery. I do real man things. Like I'm not saying that you don't do real man things by playing on a computer, but how dare you question who trains me? I will punch you in your face. I looked you over. You're a dweeb, homie. You're a dweeb. You're a dweeb. You're an internet dweeb, right? You're an internet dweeb that probably bought you look like you bought a whole bunch of subs and all that. You're an internet dweeb, man. You are the poster child of what I be talking about. Dudes that sit online and talk boxing. This you when I clicked on your shit, right? I clicked on it because I seen your comment and you was like, "Who trains me?" Did I look like I was in the gym training? Did I look like I was in the gym training? You probably watched the live because that live there was people in there, but like the coward you are, right? The boxing fan coward that you are. You probably watched that live stream and waited for me to end it, the comment, because you didn't want to actively comment in the live while it was going on because you seen what I was actually doing. I'm in the gym, whereas you put out so much boxing content. But when I look through your shit, when do you actually go to a gym? You talk about all these different fighters and everything that goes on. When have you actually been in the gym? Right? Real talk. I'm not even gonna pull your. I was gonna pull your what's the name up, but I don't want to give you that much credit. But you're probably playing this back now because it's like I told you when I comment back. I said, "Nigga, look at my catalog before you even address me. You are beneath me. I was on my King Jaffe Joe. The man is beneath me, and so is his daughter. Look at my catalog, nigga, before you even address me, nigga. I'm boxing royalty. I'm a UGK underground king, right? But that's neither here nor there. But like I said, you probably watched that live stream when I was live in the gym, playing around, hitting the bag. I worked 8 hours today. I did 9 minutes on the bag. Looked at little weights, did a couple of sets. I'm 46 years old, but I'll tell you what, I could whoop your motherfucking ass. If I ran into you in the world and you attempted to do something to me, I wouldn't even back that out on you. I'll beat you up. I will physically put hands and feet on you and choke life out of you. I will choke life out of you, right? But you worried about who trains me. You might want to come train with me, but I wouldn't waste my time on you or even try to develop you. Because when I looked at your page, you look like a mutt, a mixed breed. Like you just look weak. But if you come to the gym, I'll put my young boy Amani on you. He'll spank you. He's 17 years old. He'll spank you respectfully. But let me get to some of this content though that I want to talk on, man. I talked enough boxing earlier today. Shout out to Devin Haney, the Dream. The Dream has the internet on fire. But I want to do some reactions. Yes, reactions. Right. So the first thing I'm going to react on, like I said, Ja Rule was beat up by G Unit, man. See, it's coming out. G Unit beat him up. He has said Max B had nothing to do with it, that it was G Unit. It was the unit, the squad. It was the unit, the squad did him in. Here's Amani right here. It says fighter development. This is what I do. For my man that commented, I'll put my young boy on right here on you. He'll bust you up for me. Since you worrying about me and my train, I'm 46 years old. I'm not an active fighter. I'm an active manager, mover. I get it shaking behind the scenes. But if you're so worried about fighting and shooting fades, come fight my young boy right here.
Turn on it. Turn on it.
Come fight my young boy right there.
Say that again, coach.
17.
Tom.
That's right, you woman. That's right, you. Fight him. Fight him right here, man. You niggas want to look at my content and want to fight me. Only fight you get from me, you might have to fight for your life because I'll shoot you in your face, nigga. I'll shoot you in your face. But you can fight my young boy right there. He said you got to bring him along slowly. Yeah, he's a baby. He's still an amateur. He's 17. He'll be all right. But the dude knows who I'm talking to, who was in my comment section. Come fight. Come to the gym. Whenever you're around Suffolk, Brentwood, pull up. My young boy will jump right on you. I'll be like, oh yeah, you was in the comment section. He'll get on you. He got some rounds for you right here. He got some rounds for you. But let's get to this to some of these reviews real quick. Reaction reviews, man. Now, this right here, Mike Epps. This isn't the actual video, but this is Mike Epps. They kind of twisted it because he was on with Jim Jones, right? So he said something about celebrating niggas that come home from jail, and a lot of people took it as a shot to Max B, right? And I think the reason why they did that was because Max and Jim got a little situation. But I just think that, like I said, Mike Epps, if you know his background story, he was a basehead. He was a fiend. He was incarcerated, right? Has one on to, change his life around. If you look him up, he does a lot for the inner cities of Indianapolis and shit like that. Look him up, man. So I don't think he's really fronting on people that's down and out coming home. He's just, saying what he says, but he caught a lot of backlash for that, man. And shout out to Big Joe. I see Big Joe says something in regards to that too. Like I said, that is trending in the underworld. In the underworld. Now I know a lot of y'all probably over here wanting to hear me talk some boxing. I put out a lot of boxing content earlier, man. I just ain't on that type of time right now. Right here, here's some boxing content. Cause look, the Mason Mob. These are the brothers right here. All right. Abdullah's the youngest world champion in boxing. A lot of people are mad. Yo, they're mad, right? Listen, you guys are mad, but he fought a guy. Listen, prior to him fighting Sam Noakes, it was, the chitter chatter, chilling juice talk. Wanted to always act like Abdullah never fought nobody, man. The Top Rank was, having them on training wheels. But that's the Mason Mob right there, man. The Mason Mob, man. All 5 of the brothers. Abraham. All 5 of the brothers. They gave me a shout out. See, and I remixed my shout out today. Because I fucked with them. I met them in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We was all on the same card. The first time I ever shot a fight as a photographer ringside was Abdullah Mason in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I shot his fight. He got the guy out there in the first round. I remember that. But the Mason Mob, man, he's a world champion now. He shouted me out, and I remixed that. Like, yo, since you guys always be worried about my views, and you guys are influencers and all this, post a world champion. Shouting you out, right? See, you niggas be so disrespectful to my brand and my name and my legacy, but like the real players fuck with me. Not the old. See, the old players fuck with me, but like I said, a lot of the old players I don't fuck with because they're gatekeepers. I really get on my industry shit and start really fronting on a lot of these niggas. That's another thing I don't like about the boxing industry. A lot of niggas that got blackballed or feel like they didn't get it, yeah, they move like gatekeepers. They move like suckers. And that's why I be on my shit now. Like, yo, I'm on a different type of time, man. If you play with my money, right? If you play with my money, I'm gonna get very, very aggressive. I'm gonna get very aggressive because there's enough money for everybody to eat. But when you start doing music industry bullshit and we trying to backdoor niggas, that's when my gun comes out, man. Because now you're trying to stop people from eating. You're trying to stop people from eating. Right? He said they always hating on old guys. Trey said, go to my story. But yes, the Mason Mob right here. Abdullah, youngest world champion, 21 years old. Sky's the limit. He's a star. I know a lot of y'all was saying Brian Norman Jr. is a star. Let's see how fast Top Rank gives Abdullah Mason a fight in Cleveland, Ohio. That's neither here nor there. This right here aged very well. I put the video out on this. You know how they do. They hide my shit. But wins lesson. This video right here aged very well. Remember, Brian Norman Jr. was talking about Devin Haney couldn't drop him. Yeah, you copying Floyd Mayweather, all that. Not only did he get dropped, he got beat up, man. And then towards the end of the fight, he was the one holding. Man. But remember this right here? I told you this aged very well. I just pray this brother's mental be all right, because he got to live with all of this now.
No good well, you ain't finna sit in no pocket with me. Sit in the pocket with me. Sit in the pocket with me.
What if I put you down?
You can't.
Can't.
You can't.
Put you down, bro.
You can't.
Put you down, bro.
You can't.
Remember this day.
I might touch your arm and your ankle go break. Ankle go break. Ankle go break.
Sound good. It sound
Boy,
good.
I'm finna turn your meniscus.
It sound
You
good.
ever had your torn
It sound
meniscus,
good.
brother?
You almost spoiled your biscuit, man.
Remember this
Remember this
day.
day.
Remember this day.
I remember every last piece of every day. Boy, you know good or well you ain't finna sit in no pocket with me.
Yeah. And he said he wasn't gonna send no that aged very well, man. That now I wanted to highlight this. I told y'all I was gonna stay on cold with my Jamaica. Yo, Jamaica's shot right now, man. Jamaica is shot. I'm gonna do a little bit every week. Jamaica is shot, right? Jamaica is shot, but yet we keep seeing reports that all this aid, relief aid is over there, right? Look, the scale of the Jamaican recovery after Hurricane Melissa is bigger than most people realize. It is, right? I keep telling people this shit. I'm like, yo, what's fucked up over there? Look, 48 million tons of storm debris. Now, I can relate to this because this, when you see me going to work in the morning, when we have natural disasters up here, that's what we do. I do cleanups. And shit. Like when we had Hurricane Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, Katrina, all them shit, we was in the field doing all that. We have tornadoes or, and I was saying already, Jamaica is poor. One, they don't have all the resources, but they kept, the media and the news is putting out all this money that they getting. But there's still parts of the island where they can't even get to. This is almost like a month in now, man. This is almost a month in. Some people still are not getting all the aid. Look. But you were hearing about all this relief aid being flown over there. A lot of people ain't getting it, man. Look, more than 200 major roads were damaged or blocked. So they can't even get the supplies there, man. They can't even get the supplies there, man. They can't even get the supplies over there, man. I just wanted to just put that out there, man, because, you're seeing all these celebrities talking about how they flying cars. You're like, the media game is nasty work, man, because they'll show you certain things. But if you don't do your own research, you believe everything that you see on the media. It used to be tell lie, vision. Now with social media, it's smoke and mirrors, right? It's smoke and mirrors. But every week, I'm going to do a follow-up, my own updates. I just feel like it's important as a content maker, right, to do updates on that and shit. We're going to give you those. Yo, the sound is on, Trey. The sound is on. It's just certain videos we doing that for. Yes, those are the pictures right there. Here's another brother. Abraham told you. I know that gotta be an ill feeling, right? To see your big brother. Look, that's his big brother. He like, man, he got a little battle scar. That's a warrior scar right there, though, man. Abdullah fought that big caveman, white man. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go over the tape and clean a lot of things up. But he won. He was victorious. Now I was watching a lot of content creators were trying to slander him already, man. Oh, Sam Noakes won that fight. Abdullah got hurt in the 11th. Abdullah showed hard at 21 years old. Yeah, I think the 11th round he got hurt. But then the 12th round, and remember the championship rounds is 10, 11, 12. He pulled out the 10th and the 12th, man, as a young 21-year-old to secure his first world title. So when I hear you guys, attempting to diminish what he has accomplished, a lot of you guys that are diminishing what he has accomplished were the same ones that were speaking so highly on Brian Norman Jr. And now you no longer are. Nasty work. Yes, look, now this, I'm going to show this. Now this is prior to the car wreck. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, Team Spencer, it don't make sense. That's my phrase. I made that up. That was mine. Team Spencer, it don't make sense. The Big Fish, he said that on an interview I did with him in Brooklyn. Everybody wanted Moby Dick. Look it up. I got the receipts. And then he became the Big Fish. So a lot of the Earl Spence sauce, well, I call it sauce, was mine. But if you read my message right here, right? He fought Sean Porter, and they tried to make excuses and clean it up. And this is around the time where I really stopped fucking with them, because I was like, yo, bro, you are a wino, alcoholic. All the shit that you're doing outside of the ring is catching up to you. And then if you remember, after this fight, 2 weeks after this fight is when he flipped the car over and that DWI crash, and the rest is history. But if you watch this fight right here, if he did not drop Sean Porter in that round, he might have lost this fight. And I always made my statement, said that the motion, he no longer had the motion. Right? He no longer had the motion. And God showed that to me. Now I'm going to play this highlight. You're going to watch this the fight. And this is probably what Bomac and them seeing. They seen this, and they already knew, like, yo, Terrence will whoop on this nigga. And this was before the car crash, but pay attention. Receipts, man.
And they're very effective.
Oh, they are.
Yeah,
they are.
because Porter's feeling them, because I can see him breathing kind of heavy.
Oh, nice combination.
I'm gonna stop. You know how they try to clean this up? And this is why I don't talk boxing with niggas, because when you try to talk boxing and people are programmed, idol worshiping fight. Oh, he fought Sean Porter's fight. No, he didn't. That's what you guys always, whenever a fighter that you idol worship and you can't critique him because he's a god in your eyes, you always gonna make an excuse up. He didn't fight Sean Porter's fight. He was slipping right here. All the shit that he was doing outside the ring was catching up to him. It had caught up to him. He got that knockdown. And that saved him. But Sean Porter was beating the brakes off of him. And this is the reason why, and you guys can debunk this, but you can't debunk it, because one thing about the source, Shanu's Boxing, a.k.a. before that Jackal finish, I have receipts. Remember when he stormed out of the Porter-Crawford fight? That's why, because he won tooth and nail with Sean Porter prior to him flipping over the car and doing all that shit. And he watched Terrence Crawford when Bomac and them put the battery in him, like, yo, you losing the fight. Bo went out there and stepped on him. Earl Spence attempted to step on him, as we're going to see in this footage. When he dropped him, Sean Porter got up and almost dropped him, finished the round even stronger. Stop me when I'm lying, somebody.
I think he's rolling with the punches.
It's a lot of back and forth.
Errol at the right time. But right now, Errol's picking up the pace. He's doing a good job. Got him up against the ropes and then started throwing his combinations.
Nice right by Porter. Spence came back with his own counter left hook, and that hook is shot.
How can it be?
Kenny Porter struck Porter with a right. Oh! Porter coming right back. There's no stopping Sean Porter. Oh, good body shot by Errol.
Oh,
Spence has gone past 10 rounds in his career. Good right hook by Errol Spence. 1 minute remaining and Spence!
That right there winning the fight.
Spence said that's what he wanted.
And then Porter yells, let's go! He's got to be careful. Sean's got to be careful. They'll run into another one like that, and he may not get up.
What?
This action continues here in round 11, including 10-8 in the other right hand.
Errol Spence wants to get his hands out. Porter tied him up for a second. Now Errol Spence
35.
Porter's all the way to the wire.
We saw another big right by Spence.
In favor of the winner, he is now the WBC and the IBF welterweight unified champion of the world.
His motion was gone though, man. And then 2 weeks after that is when he got into that fatal car crash that changed his career. But as you see in my statement, the motion was gone, man. He won tooth and nail with Sean Porter. And you know how they cleaned it up? Like they do. This is what they do. You know how they cleaned it up? They said, this is how they cleaned it up, man. Oh, he fought Sean Porter's fight. He beat Sean Porter at his own game. Did he? Or was he slipping? Was he slipping? You know? But that's neither here nor there. Quick little reaction on some content tonight, man. You know? It's a little reaction. Now, you see how I switched my format up. I used to do my formats like this, but I watched how guys who claimed to not watch me would attempt to copy. They would copy my
Turn on him. Turn on him.
They would copy my moves. They're not even give it up.
Say that again, coach. Tom.
Yeah, I know my cousin Hustle Man going crazy. Hustle Man's the AI guy, man. Hustle Man is the AI guy. Bring the hook. They said, bring the hook.
Reflect and improve. Every moment counts. Seize your opportunity.
Seize your opportunity. That's all I did. I've been seizing my opportunity. I seized it doing media work, and now I seize it with doing fighter development. I do fighter development, y'all. But I ain't gonna stay on that long. This was gonna be in and out like a robbery. In and out like a robbery, man. Shout out to Bozy. Bozy sent me some content. Apparently, Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz wants $10 million to fight Boots, man. So it doesn't look like that fight is going to happen, man. I don't see that fight happening, man. Unless Turki Al-Sheikh comes to the table. Now, Turki Al-Sheikh has the money, right? Because this is all alleged, right? We're just talking. It's alleged that Devin Haney, you know how much Devin Haney just made, y'all? Alleged. I'm going to say alleged. Yo, Devin Haney as the challenger, right? Made $12 million. Right? Brian Norman as the champion only made $3 million. This is all alleged. I don't know how true this is, man. I'm going to just say alleged. But $12 million as the challenger, and the champion made $3. So maybe that's why they took the fight. They got paid $3 million, man. And they probably, you know, they didn't even care that they lost, right? $3 million. Tore your meniscus, right? Remember, that's what he said. You tear your meniscus, right? Tear your meniscus. Well, I ain't about to get in the bed, man. What time is it, Rain? What time is it, Rain? What time does it say on that phone, man?
11.
Oh, man, it's 11:21, man. I got to get up in 4 hours, man. I got to get up in 4 hours, man. But shout out to everybody that came through. You know, this is the Source Experience, the news by Shaw News. Media, marketing, management, consultant agent. You know, you do have options. In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey. Thank you.
Yo, what's up? Joe Harris Boxing with the Source. Source Experience. But what do I know?
Yeah.
Shout out Showtime Shot News. Yo, this is Kyle Miller. Holla at me.
And Top Lion, man. Top Lion.
You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up.
Yes, this is Source Talk, Showtime Shot News Midi. Say I got the man himself, Mr. Sugar Hill. First off, champ, thank you for your time. This man needs a little introduction.
Sugar Hill on Sauce Talk.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the most money he made. Remember, he put a price tag on himself. Remember, Boots Ennis offered him like 1 point something, and they was like, remember the father was all over social media, and he said he just wanted him to take home $1 million. So they was like, oh, $3 million. This is all alleged. I'm gonna say alleged. Allegedly. Yeah, he sold his soul, man. He sold his soul for $3 million. Personally, he should have never took it, man. If what's the name got 12 million and you only got 3 as a champion, you know, sometimes you gotta play the long game, man. Now he's no longer a champion, right? The momentum that Top Rank was building for him, because Top Rank built some momentum for him, man. You see all these guys, these YouTubers, they really just thought that Devin Haney didn't stand a chance against him, bro. That's how programmed they was. So he should have just stayed with the Top Rank machine. He's still signed with Top Rank, but man, they got him a world title, man. You know? And his world title route was hard, but it really was an easy one because they threw him away. Remember, Santillion was supposed to beat him. When he knocked off Santillion, he won the belt, the interim belt. Because remember, Bud Crawford vacated. Once Bud vacated, he got elevated, man. He got elevated, and then they threw him 2 showcase fights. 2 showcase fights. But he got thirsty. No, man. He got thirsty. And so, look, remember the Slick Rick Rohan? Yeah. But a children's story. How's the line go? That Slick Rick said. And so what had to end the story? And he got thirsty, man. He got thirsty. Oh man. How you doing? Who is that? Is that your friend Arena? No, that's not Elena.
What's that?
I don't know. But this is the Source Experience.
This is your boy Jamel Superfire Herring, and I'm with the best in the world, the best from Long Island, the Source Talk Podcast. Hey, we doing big things. Shout out to everybody out there in LI as well. Superfire, salute.
Yes, you know the vibes.
Hey guys, this is Tiana Tuimonteloa. I'm a top-ranked knockout, and I want to give a shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast.
Thank you. You know the vibes.
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.